Greetings, YouTube. Okay, this is the question video. As you can see, I'm at home this time. I'm not in Akron. It's a bit later than usual making this video, but I think the lighting is okay. I have like 9 questions here. I normally have 13, but we only have 9 this time. So let me go ahead and get started with that. Hope everyone is doing well, by the way. All right, let's get to it. So the first one. This question is by Save Yourself. Save Yourself. I like that. All right. Are you more comfortable speaking Mandarin or Cantonese? Also, what was the hardest part of learning Thai? And do you have any tips? Thanks for the inspiration, Lao Shu. All right. Thanks for the question. Save Yourself. So, their first question, Mandarin, is probably, yeah, I'm more comfortable speaking Mandarin because I obviously been doing it longer than Cantonese. Now, I know I said some things like in the past that there are certain things about my Cantonese being better than my Mandarin, and that's particularly the pronunciation and accent because of the type of approach that I took learning Cantonese. Totally different approach that I took than Mandarin. But yeah, Mandarin is I feel way more comfortable speaking that language. I'm more fluent in that language than Cantonese. Also, what was the hardest learning Thai? Thai, the grammar is close to Chinese and close to English, so the grammar wasn't a problem. I would say the writing was a challenge. Learning how to write and read that language and type, that was a very difficulty for me. But as usual with anything, you keep practicing, you'll get used to it through time. And that's what happened with me. I kept practicing and got used to it. But that was the hardest part of learning Thai. Now, when I started learning Thai, just like Mandarin, I took a different approach. I didn't really immerse myself in the language, so I have some problems with tones. Now, I can't say that was difficult. I can't say that was the most difficult part for me because it wasn't. It's just that the approach that I took wasn't suitable for picking up those tones more accurately. So yeah, so Thai, I don't know if you studied any other Asian languages, but my tip will be, my biggest tip will be is to immerse yourself. The immersion is very important. It's a tonal language. You want to listen to the language as much as possible so you can start getting used to the rhythm, the intonations and whatnot. You have to do that, especially with those tonal languages. Those are, I mean, listening is an essential aspect of any language, but it's really, it's even more essential for the tonal language because the tones are very important. You have to really get those tones down. Otherwise, you will be misunderstood in certain contexts. Now, if you put it in the context, that's different, but you still want to get those tones down. So that's my biggest tip. Immersion, listening, immersion, and more immersion. So, all right. Thanks for the question. Save Yourself. This is from Aidan Giordano. Any advice for not mixing up your languages when you're learning more than one at a time? Also, when's your next level up? Thanks for the question, Aidan. Mixing up languages, I don't know. I don't have this problem. Like, I did have when the languages are very similar, sometimes like I found myself one time I spoke Korean and I mixed up some Japanese, some words, but nothing like really serious. I would say that once you get used to both languages, if you're at an equal level, above the beginner's level, you shouldn't have problems with mixing up the languages. Because it's like when you speak in one language, your mind is stuck on that language. You're not thinking about any other languages. Like when I speak in Chinese, for example, I'm not thinking about Somali or some other language or, Vietnamese or whatever. I'm not thinking about them other languages because my mind is already set on what's being spoken. So it's something that's natural. But like I said, if you're a beginner in the languages, maybe it's a possibility. And if you're a beginner and they're very similar, like Spanish and Portuguese, you will have some problems. You will mix up a lot of things. So my next level up video, actually, I know this is a late question. It's like 5 days ago, But I'm supposed to be releasing this after I get done with this questions video. I want to work on this level up video for my Polish that I got last week. So thanks for the question, Ida. Thanks for the question. Okay, Hamako. Hi, Lashu. I'm having some serious problems lately with focusing. I use Link and I'm trying to go with absorbing method. However, I'm losing focus and dazing off. How would you recommend I switch up my studies without burning all my cash? I've been thinking about getting a prescription for Adderall to improve my studies, but I'm not sure this will be effective. Thank you for the information. Yeah, this is I don't know if this is ADHD. I don't know if that's what this is. I'm not saying that you have ADHD, but it sounds like a common problem with the people that have the ADHD. Focusing, they lose focus easily. I don't know. It's really I would say like whatever schedule that you're following. Just, if you have to set a timer so you won't get distracted, because if you just doing certain things and you say, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to study this Italian right now. You have no time limit. You just studying. You're going to start drifting off, because you just studying it. You're just studying it. You have no time set for finishing your study. So I think if you have like 30 minutes set, you have a timer set, you can, I think it will be better for you to focus because you in your mind, okay, I only have 30 minutes, so I have to focus on this. But if you have no time limit, you just, like I said, okay, I'm going to study Italian today. No time limit. You just want to do all day. You're going to start losing focus. So I would say just if you set a timer for yourself, that should help you with staying focused. I've never heard of Adderall. I don't even know the effectiveness of that and what the purpose of that's for. But I don't think you need any medication. Just get an alarm clock or something. Just set it and say, okay, I got 30 minutes. Put this 30 minutes in. Bam, I'm done with that. And then you can go do what you want to do. That's what I would recommend. But yeah, thanks for the question. I appreciate it. Mako. Kalinimir. Any tips for beginning to learn German? Thanks for your question, Kalinmir. See, I always, when people ask me for tips on learning a certain language, I always ask them, what is it you're trying to do? Like, what are your goals for learning German? Like, I don't know what you want to do for German. I don't know if you want to be able to speak. I don't know if you want to just learn how to read. Like, what are your what is it that you're trying to achieve, what you're trying to do? See, if I know what you're trying to do, I'll be able to answer that question more thoroughly. So when you get a chance, just tell me in this description. I'll see your comment, or you can send me an email if you don't want to do it there, and let me know what you're trying to achieve. What are your goals in this language, and I'll be able to answer your question more thoroughly. Okay. I appreciate you asking me the question nonetheless. Next question, Elmer Das Edmanchen. How did you learn Zulu? I really like to learn it, but I can't find many resources. Are there any books that you could recommend? Thanks. Zulu was a language that I did start learning by myself. I had to teach yourself Zulu. That's the book I started with. And then I started taking it at the university. I actually lost my mind when I learned that they taught Zulu there, and I said, "Wow, I want to take that course." So I took all the Zulu classes there. This is a long time ago. This was back in 07 or 06, many years ago. I basically took all the classes, did everything they did in the class, did my own thing. I even became a tutor for Zulu for tutoring athletes. So. That was my reward for actually taking that class, to have the opportunity to tutor the athletes and those athletes that needed the help for that language. But yeah, I used Teach Yourself, and we had some other book that we use in the university. It's called Let's Learn Zulu, something like that. Let's Learn Zulu. If you do a search of Let's Learn Zulu, you'll be able to find it. There is audio to that course. If you can't find the audio, I'll find it for you and I'll send you the link. But there's audio. I have the audio. I had to find it on a certain website, but they do they? I think there's audio for that course. But anyway, Teach Yourself is a good course. Try to teach yourself out. It's pretty good. Thanks for your question. I appreciate it. Ozoralan. Hi there, Moses. Great video. Can you tell us at what level of knowing a certain language you must be to begin teaching others that language? Same as you did to become a tutor? Okay. So, well, as I mentioned, when I was at the university, I was able to become a tutor because I took all the classes. They won't let you be a tutor if you, I mean, I guess you could take some sort of test or whatever, but as far as I know, becoming a tutor at a university, the way they look at that is your schedule. If you took that class, they need to see that you took the class and passed it, you know, because if they see that, then they'll know that you have that experience. You've dealt with the material, and so therefore you'll be able to help someone who's taking that course that you took before. That's how they work. So if you're talking about tutoring in a university, you have to make sure you take the classes. Otherwise, if you do know the language, if you've never taken the classes, I guess you have to take some sort of test and prove to them that you know the language. I'm not sure how that works because I've never went through that process. But yeah, if you have this on your schedule, then they'll let you become a tutor. Or you can also, let's say if you want to become a Chinese tutor at the university, what you could also do is set up an appointment with the teacher and take a placement test, you know, and they probably give you some credit for a certain class that you don't have to take. That's what happened with me. That's what I did when I first went to OSU. I took a placement test and I was able to place out a whole bunch of Chinese classes because of the experience that I had. So you could do something like that, or like I said, if you take the class, like if you took 2 levels of Russian and you want to be a Russian tutor, just let them know and say I took these two Russian classes. They'll put you down and they'll let you become a tutor. So that's how they determine the levels of becoming a tutor in the university. Thanks for your question, Ozoralan. Next question, Vani J. Konnichiwa. I have a question. Can you make a video on how to set up your camera so it's hidden, as well as how you hook it up to your phone? I want to do a video like yours where I speak with individuals. Although I've been learning French, I live in Japan now, so I'm going to start leveling up in Japanese too. Merci beaucoup pour votre aide, Moses. Okay. Actually, I responded to you already. Yeah, I responded. I sent you the video on how I set that up. But for those of you who haven't seen that video, check out. I'll provide that in the description area for you to check out. But I made a thorough video just showing people what I normally use and how I hook it up when I go level up. So I wish you the best of luck, Vani J. Thanks for viewing my videos. This is one of my hardcore followers. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support. Take care and let me know if you have any other questions. Next question, Mito Gonzalez. Hey, Moses, do you ever think you will break the world record for most languages? And in other words, when do you think you will stop learning languages? By the way, my name is pronounced Mizu. Oh, Mizu. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't even know what the world record is. And as far as when I'm gonna stop, I don't plan on stopping for a long time, because I feel that when that's what life is about. Life is about learning. And if there's something that you enjoy learning, why stop? Why not keep acquiring knowledge in that area or whatever you have that passion for? So for me, I feel as long as my brain is working, as long as I have the ability to read, to understand, basically I have no disabilities, then I'm going to continue learning languages. I you know, there may be limits. I may learn to like certain levels, but I don't plan on stopping. You know, as long as I don't have any disabilities, I'm going to keep learning languages. So yeah, as far as world record, I don't even know what the world record is. I'm not paying attention to that. I'm just having fun. I'm enjoying this ride while I'm still alive. Thanks for the question. Me too. This is the last question. Yep. This is the last question. Languages for fun. I love your videos. I'm 15 years old, and you have really inspired me to learn languages. I have started learning Swedish through TeacherSelf. I was just wondering what languages you plan to study over the next 5 years. Great question. You know what? I was actually looking at my list. Just today, I was looking at a list of languages that I want to learn over the next 5 years, basically until I'm 40. And I actually, you know what's funny? Look at this. I wrote them down here. Look, 4, and there should be 5, but I already have the one listed, which is Hungarian. So actually, Hungarian, and I'm glad I picked this up because I gotta use this. Hungarian is actually the language that I'm going to do in 2017. Right now, I'm doing Finnish and Polish. Finnish being Finnish was the main one that I chose for 2016, and then the next one is going to be Hungarian. Now, the other languages that I have on this list are, and these are the languages that I plan on spending at least a year studying intensively. I have Lithuanian, Georgian, Armenian, and Russian on this list. Now, there's going to be some other languages, some side languages like Polish, and we never know what's going to happen with those side languages. Look at Polish now. Polish was a side language that I was meaning to spend at least 3 months studying, but now it's become a full-time language. So that may happen with some other languages in the future. I don't know, but as far as the next 5 years, I've already chosen the languages. Pretty much, I have an idea. Hungarian, definitely Hungarian, and the ones I just read to you. So yes, and that's, like I said, that's all the questions. Only 9 questions today. I appreciate all these questions. If you haven't seen the previous video where I did the same thing in a similar fashion, this link will be in the description area. Go check it out. And if you have any questions, just feel free to comment. Any video, cause I'm making videos pretty much every day. Just comment and ask me a question. If I don't get back to you in the comment section, it's a high possibility that your question may appear in the video. So thanks for viewing, guys, and you take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh my God, I almost forgot again. I have my Patreons. I have a new Patreon page that it's been up for about a week now, and I have to mention my Patreons. That's part of my perks, part of one of my perks. All right, so shout outs to all my Patreons here. I appreciate all these contributions from you guys. So we have, and this is the order from this order. This is the order I got these contributions in. Yeah, so it's not in any, it's in order. Okay, basically. So Trevor McVeety, he contributed $1. Drew G contributed $5. Michael Brigola contributed $5. SAKITA Martin contributed $5. MC TAPERA, he contributed $5. Ryan Ford contributed $1. And Daniel PENDERGRAFT contributed $5. MC TAPERA, I think he has a YouTube channel. His YouTube channel will actually be in the description area next to his name. I believe, yeah, he told me that was his YouTube channel. So, yeah, thanks a lot. I appreciate you guys.
Don't think. Feel. This is like a finger pointing to the moon. Don't concentrate on the finger.